In today's video, we'll be talking all about applying rhinestones onto fabric in a very fabulous way. Rhinestones can be very tricky to work with, especially when bedazzling luxury types of outfits, and I have a particular item that I'll be sharing with you all that will make the process very seamless for you. If you want to find out all about this special item that I have for us in today's video, make sure to watch the video all the way through. It's a very detailed one. Also remember to subscribe to the channel if you're yet to subscribe. Like today's video, it's very important. That's your way of letting me know that you found today's video very valuable. Also feel free to ask your questions or provide your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. Alright guys, let's get straight into today's video. Hi friends, welcome back again. I believe I must have done the intro to today's video for you guys, and like I mentioned in the introduction, we'll be working with this particular item right here. What is this, you might say? Let me just show you guys what it is. Just according to what we have on the body, it's a hot fix applicator. The job of this item, let me just open this up really quickly for us, is for applying rhinestones to outfit, okay, or fabrics, depending on what you choose to call it. Like I always say on here on the channel, I am going to walk so that you guys will run. And I basically went ahead to order this item just to come on here to review with you guys and just tell you how this particular item works. I believe we are seeing what I have right here. Let me just bring out everything in this pack just to review what's in here with you guys. So it comes with this instruction manual. This is what the item looks like right here on the picture, and it also shows what accessories came with it. And just like I mentioned before, it says hot fix applicator on here. I'm just going to quickly glance through this off camera. I won't bore you guys with that. Something else that we have here are a bunch of different rhinestones in different colors, and I'll show you guys how we are going to put all of these to good use. And we also have a little bit of these types of rhinestone. These ones look like Swarovski stones to me. I might be wrong, I don't know, but they look smaller and sparklier than the ones that we have here. I believe what we have in here are just regular plastic rhinestones right here in different colors. We also have the applicators right here. So you basically screw these to the tip of the hotfix applicator itself. I will show you guys how this works as we go along in today's video, but this is what the accessory looks like. We also have this picker right here for people that are into fashion design. I believe we are familiar with this. So this is supposed to help us with picking small items that are really tiny. Something like this right here, these tiny stones that we have here, you might not necessarily be able to pick this up with your bare hands, but with this picker right here, it makes picking up this type of item very easy. We also have this thing that looks like a toothbrush here. Let me just open it up so we get to see. So it looks like a toothbrush, but these bristles are really hard. I think the bristles are made of copper wire. They're pretty hard. It's definitely not for anything that is supposed to go in your mouth. It's supposed to be for this particular item. This is what it looks like right here. We also have these. They're very similar to fabric pencils, but they're not fabric pencils. These pencils, when you sharpen them, they're supposed to help you with picking up your stones. So I will show you us in today's video, but we have two of these pencils in here. And for the start of the show, we have the applicator itself. This is what it looks like, and we also have the cord, so you need to plug this in for it to work. It doesn't work with battery basically, and it also comes with this switch right here to turn it off and turn it on like so. And we also have this item right here. You're supposed to place it on here like this, just prevent this from, because I believe this tip will get hot. So to protect your surface, basically that's the work of this item right here. How is this item supposed to help me, you might ask? So what you will need to note is that this is a multi-use item. You can use it for different things, especially relating to arts and crafts, as well as fashion design. I'm going to insert a snippet of a particular outfit where this particular item was being used. Okay, I saw an outfit that Vicky wore sometime this year while, posting all the content surrounding her wedding. One of the outfits, I believe the outfit she wore for her wedding Thanksgiving, she used this particular item to apply rhinestones to our outfit. I'm going to put that snippet on the screen. So this item is very useful even for you as a fashion designer as well. If you have bedazzled an outfit with beads and you just want to put, you know, specks of rhinestone on the outfit and you don't know how to go about it, this item right here is going to be very, very useful. If you're also a headband maker, you make, you know, headbands, fascinators for people. If you're thinking of how to incorporate rhinestones into your work in a very aesthetically pleasing way, this item is going to come into use. So the use of this item comes in different, you know, ways. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. And the reason why I came on here to just show you guys is just to help you understand how to put this item to good use, especially when it comes to outfit embellishment. Okay, even though I just said you can use it for different things. If you're making bedazzled, you know, books, for example, Ankara notepads, you can use this to apply rhinestones to your Ankara notepad and just make it sparkly. It's up to you to just go off and use it however you please. All right, so now to the main part of today's video. These are the tips of the applicator. Just like I mentioned before, I'm just going to open it up and show us what it looks like. They come in different sizes. So the job of this applicator is to pick up your stone, okay, your rhinestone, and then help you apply it onto whatever surface you're trying to achieve. So for me, I think I'm going to start with one of the small tips for today's video. Okay, so let me just show us really quickly. So we have this tip right here. So for this type of tip that we have here, okay, I hope it's focusing. You see the hollow aspect or the hollow part of it. This is where you will place on your rhinestone to use it to pick it up and then apply it to the surface that you want. This right here is pretty big. I have 7 millimeters here. The stone I have is not this big, so I'm just going to go for something smaller. Okay, now I'm done. I think I'm going to use this 3 millimeters tip right here. I have 7 different tips depending on the size of the stone that I'm trying to pick up. I even have the flat tip. So if the top of the stone I'm trying to pick is flat, this right here will be very, you know, it will come in really handy. I also have this one right here. This is 4 millimeters right here. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to pick up the 3 millimeters tip and the 4 millimeters tip and use it for today's tutorial. Really quickly, like I said before, to use it, you need to screw the tip onto this mouth here. So I'm just going to screw this in really quickly, and this is what we have here now. So I'm just going to also plug this in. Also, please take note that this right here gets hot. Okay, it can get hot, so please be very careful with it. Don't be careless. All right, I've plugged it in, so I'm just going to press the on button right here and then place it here just for it to start to warm up. I have 2 different types of surfaces here. I have this, my felt, which is supposed to be like a regular fabric. So just imagine that this is an outfit that you've made. So actual fabric, not net. This is what I'm going to use. I will illustrate using this type of fabric. I have felt here just for today's tutorial. And I also have illusion net attached to my tambo hoop. I'm going to also show you guys stones. This right here is Swarovski stone. I bought it back in Nigeria when I was still back home. This was part of the things that I shipped into the country. This right here is more expensive than your regular plastic stone. Let me show us what plastic stone looks like. This is what's plastic stone. This right here is plastic stone. This is Swarovski. The difference between 2 of them is that this is cheaper. All right, this quantity here, I think I bought it for 500 naira. This quantity that I have here, I bought it for 2,000 naira in Nigeria. This was last year. I don't know how much they're selling Swarovski stones now in Nigeria. If you know the current price of Swarovski stone, please comment it in the comment section just to help me know what's going on now. So this does not sparkle as well. It sparkles, but it's just there. But this one right here, it sparkles a lot. It makes your outfit look very luxurious. This is what your big fashion designers in whatever country you're located in, this is what they use for their outfits. They won't use this plastic one because this one will just make your work look cheap and tacky. But this right here will give your work a very luxurious look. What else do I have to say about them? Yeah, that's pretty much the difference. The price points and the quality. Those are the 2 things that really stand out between these 2 types of rhinestone. All right, so I'm just going to put this aside. I'm going to test out the application of the 2 types of stone in today's tutorial. Let me just set them aside over here. I'll also take some of the plastic stones and set them aside over here as well, just to show us how they apply onto fabric. Is this how far I can zoom? Yeah, I think this is it. So now into the main tutorial. I'm just going to pick up really quickly. All right, now that's what we're talking about. So I'm using this, my picker pencil, to pick up the stones. I'm trying out with the plastic stones first. Am I sure this thing will work for illusion nets like this? It seems to be burning my net. I'm not sure I can use this for illusion net, but it's working perfectly for fabric. That's interesting. I think part of the issue is the fact that this tip that I put here is too large. So maybe I'm going to switch it out and see how it does. It's applying beautifully onto fabric, but it's acting up when it comes to the net. So let me change this tip to a smaller one, and then I'll come back to show us how it's going. Alright friends, so I've changed the tip of the applicator. So now I'm going to try again and see how it's doing. Seems to be applying beautifully now. Now let me try it on the illusion fabric. Yeah, this is much better. So for the illusion fabric, I would recommend that we use the 3mm tip. Okay, this right here allows the stone to apply beautifully onto your illusion net without burning the fabric. Because if you look closely here, I don't know if you can see it, but somewhere here, when I used the 4mm tip to apply my stones before, it was burning my net. I don't know if it's showing on camera, but I have a little bit of burns right here. So I would recommend use the smallest tip of your applicator to apply your stone onto illusion fabric or net in general. If you're even applying stones to tulle, I recommend use the smallest tip so that it doesn't make contact with the net, because like I said before, this tip gets hot, so if it's touching your net, it's going to burn it. I'm also going to use this my picker pencil to just pick up my rhinestones and place them strategically on my net, and then go over it with my applicator like so, just to allow it sit on the net beautifully. This method will help you get rid of the issue of, imagine if you're using fabric glue to apply your rhinestones onto your fabric, it's going to make your work look very messy because the glue might be dragging, and even if you decide, okay, you want to use your pressing iron to do this, you might burn your net at the end of the day. But with this kind of precision that you get from this hot fix applicator, it takes away that risk of burning your net. Okay, so I would highly recommend this. Actually, I love it, and I believe I'm going to be using this a lot on the channel. We'll see me use it a lot in the future tutorials that I come on here with. I'm also trying this with the bigger plastic rhinestone that I used before earlier. So basically, after you have placed your stone where you want it to be, I'd recommend leaving this on the stone for about 5 to 10 seconds. That's actually what's written on the manual, because I read the manual briefly. It says when you place your stone where you want it to be on your fabric or whatever design you're trying to create, just leave the hot fix applicator on it for 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, I'm also going to try this with the bigger stones that I have here. Let me just try with just 2 pieces. Because this tip is small, I don't know how it's going to perform. Yeah, it's too small. I'll need a bigger tip for me to be able to apply this. This right here is also, it's not Swarovski, this is just plastic rhinestone right here, but it's bigger. Can we see the size difference compared to this one and this one that I used here? This right here are regular plastic rhinestones. These two as well, these 2 big ones are regular plastic rhinestones. Well, these little ones that we have here are Swarovski stones. When you see them on fabric, is if you know, right? For someone that is not into this line of work, you might not necessarily be able to tell the difference between them, but if you've been doing this work a lot, just from looking at the stone, you can tell if it's the quality stone or the cheaper one. I've got ahead to swap the tip of my applicator. I have the 5mm tip right here, and I'm waiting for it to just heat up a little bit so I can try it out on these 2 stones that I have on here. When swapping out the tips of your hotfix applicator, it's hot, so please be careful. For me, I took a little bit of tissue paper and I used that to just help me prevent myself from burning myself. For you, you can decide to just leave it to cool down before you swap the tip. It all depends on if you are in a hurry or you have some time on your hands. Okay, so just be careful. This is very similar to soldering iron, so don't burn yourself. Also, if you have little ones around your workstation, which I do not recommend, don't let your little ones be around your workstation. Maybe keep them engaged somewhere else where they don't start to touch things or pull things that can harm them. So just be careful. Basically, that's all that I'm trying to say. You have this right here gets hot, your soldering iron gets hot, so don't put them carelessly. I believe this is hot enough now. Let me just go ahead to try this out and see how it behaves. Yeah, it's applying beautifully, as you guys can see. I just left the hotfix applicator on the stone for a couple of seconds and pulled it off, and it's sitting pretty. Can we see? I'm using my finger to move it around and it's perfectly attached on here. Just for the fun of it, let me also try it on this my fabric that I have here, this felt fabric. I'm just going to use one just so I don't waste my rhinestones. Can we see what's going on here? I'm just going to place this on top and apply force. This low-key is very therapeutic. I'm enjoying the process. It's so beautiful and easy to do, right? So if you have some time on your hand, you can just be playing your favorite movie in the background and embellishing your outfit or whatever it is they are trying to embellish, right? This is so easy to do. If you even have like little kids, I don't mean infants or babies. If you have a child that is at least 12 years old, you can even use this as something to keep them busy, right? Because it says here that this item is for people 12 years and older. Okay, so if you have a child that is a teenager and you want them to just have activities that can keep them busy and engaged, just come up with a project that they can just embellish something. This is something they can use. You can easily teach them how to use it, and then they'll go ahead to just bedazzle whatever item it is that they want to bedazzle. And if you as a fashion designer as well have an outfit that you want to bedazzle, this right here I believe is very, very useful. I hope we all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it valuable. If you did, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. If you're curious about where I got this from, I got this off of AliExpress. Okay, I'm in Canada here. I know if I go to somewhere like Michael's, I would probably find this in store, but it was just easier for me to just order it off of Amazon. I'm going to do my best to put a link in the description box just for those that might be interested in purchasing this. However, if you are in Nigeria, Port Harcourt to be precise, because that was where I used to live, if you go to someone like Mr. Okoro in Romomasi Market, he will have this. For those that might be curious and say, oh, who is Mr. Okoro? Mr. Okoro used to be my vendor back when I was living in Port Harcourt. He's a fabulous man, very honest and very nice. He's amazing. He would sell something like this. I believe it should. And even if he doesn't have it in stock, you can just tell him that next time he's restocking, he can help you purchase this from wherever he gets his products from. I know when I was still in Nigeria, I saw this in a store, but at the time when I saw it, it was a period where we were living in Nigeria, and I just knew that I'll probably not use it if I had bought it, so that was why I didn't pick it up. But I've seen him selling this sometime in the past, and I believe he probably is still selling it. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. If you have questions regarding anything about this hotfix applicator, please go ahead to ask me down in the comment section. This right here is a valuable tool, I believe, for fashion designers, beaders, professional embellishers. Okay, if you're into embellishment, this is something that you incorporate into your work. It will make your work very, 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 very smooth. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. If for any reason you're not subscribed to the channel, we are on our way to 100k subscribers. Please join the family by hitting the subscribe button. It would really, really mean a lot to me, guys. Also, please feel free to share this video with your friends and family that you think would love content like this. Thank you again for watching today's video. And yeah, friends, I can't wait to see you all in another video very, very soon. Bye.